Welcome in, princess. It's all good. I'm glad you got your notification. Welcome in, Max. Buddy, thank you for joining me tonight. Is this gonna work? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I just gotta show it in front of me. I can't show it up here because it'll disappear. Welcome in, Cozy. Suzanne, hello. So tonight's reading, I pulled a couple cards and it produced the title. So it looks to be that there's someone, if this message is for you, it's not going to be for everybody, so don't try to make it fit. If it resonates with your soul, then it might be your message. Use your own discernment, discretion. But Spirit wants you to prepare because somebody's trying to come in and dim your shine by questioning your authenticity. And the reason why they are doing this isn't to actually question you, but it's actually to take you out of your happiness. They don't think you deserve to be happy. Apparently you can't have anything nice. Welcome in, James. Welcome in. There, Panda. Spoons left. It means you got no energy to deal with those bullshit. You've got no energy to people, to socialize, to be around other people. You just want to. You just want to rest. You want to take out time for you. And that actually goes with today's message. You got no spoons left to deal with these unhappy souls, these unhappy people. They keep trying it, thinking that they're going to pull a wool over your eyes, thinking that they're going to get you out of this energy that you're in. And it's mainly because they're envious that they can't be in that energy as well. They're bitter within themselves. They're envious. You're headed for a glow up and your karmics are not liking it. You're getting new opportunities. You might be starting a new career and you got third-party haters. I'm spending time with my tribe, Banners. So I don't know who you are or why you're here or even why you're even asking that. I enjoy my time here with my tribe. It's probably best not to show up to a silly hat party without a silly hat. Figuratively speaking. Alright, Spirit, can I get a vibe check on always prepared? What do we need to be prepared for? Yeah, but he's bitter, angry, I called it. Okay? And you're stepping into your dharmic energy, right? So you're receiving your dharma. You have released your karmic, I don't know, you've released your karma. You're not in this energy anymore, right? And you've cut off these third parties that are coming in, right? You want nothing to do with these people. But somehow they have a thing that, you know, their 2 cents actually mean something to you. That they think that they can get under your skin for some reason. And they're salty that you're actually being successful. What about the dimming of the shine, reverse assertive? Yes, I do, Aaron. Yeah, they want drowning. They want you hitting rock bottom. They want you acting out of control. They want to see you snap. What about authentic? All right, so you and your authenticity, you're in your dreams. You're making up your mind and you're actually believing in yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. And people don't like that. People have a problem with it. And some of them, they actually want a second chance with you. All right? They want a second chance with you. And yeah, they're very, very nostalgic about your energy. They want to be back in your energy. And by stepping into your authenticity and focusing on your possibilities and following your dreams, you're making up your mind, you're believing in yourself. This is giving you a chance to breathe and let go and recharge. And they don't like the fact that you're succeeding. It's a real sad event here with that. And I think there's a lot of envious going with that, envy and whatnot with that. Happiness reverse. Can I get some cards for happiness reverse? So yeah, they want you to work. No enjoyment, nothing else. Just work. Just continue working. Don't have time to think. Don't have time to do anything. And the thing is you've done a lot of healing in your solitude. You've done a lot of self-care. You've been meditating. You've been very introspective, reflective on your situation. You're showing yourself compassion. Right into this new beginning. You're no longer stuck. You're no longer frozen. No longer stagnant. There's no dead end here. You started something new and they don't like it. They want to ruin it. You are actually putting yourself into a position of attracting a soulmate because of the healing that you've done. This could be a twin flame. It could be a new friendship. It could be a new romantic partner. There's definitely something here that you are putting yourself in alignment with. You're stressed out and worried about it. And I have a feeling that they're wanting a second chance with you. And because you've cut them out, they're having a time finding a way, or I'm really kind of getting this feeling that they're rushing to meet you at your level, which they're finding it very difficult on them to meet you where you are, which is very, very difficult considering all the healing that you have done. Is there anything else to confirm or conclude this is? What do we got on the bottom? Yeah, and social. They don't even know what to say to you. They're totally speechless. You have no idea what to even say. They're feeling, and the thing is that they're feeling that, you know, you're not daydreaming anymore. You're seeing things for what it is. You've taken the rose-colored glasses off. And because of that, they're feeling hopeless. They're feeling, you know, it's either that or they would rather you having a loss. They would rather you in a funk, right? But you're in this alignment to meet your soulmate or a twin flame or a new romantic partner. And the fact that your head isn't in the clouds, there's no more delusion, there's no more illusions or anything like that. You know, they would sooner you be thinking, daydreaming about your hopes and fears and hopes and dreams and everything rather than actually accomplishing it. And I think because you're stepping into this new arena of authenticity, I'm really thinking that they're like, the fact that you're actually living out what you said you were going to and you're walking your talk, people don't like it. And that's why they want to bring this happiness down. It's kind of given me like they want to take you off your soapbox. They think that you are, they want you to tone it down a bit. They want you to be more humble. When really, collective, I don't think you could be any more humble. You're being compassionate not only to yourself, you're healing. You're showing yourself compassion, forgiveness for all the crap and the bullshit that you've had to deal with. You're stepping into who you are, who you've always meant to be. And all of these people that are wanting to dim your shine place you in a box that you don't belong in. You don't belong in this box that they want you in. It's a real sad day. You know, if they have some sort of authority over your life or how it's going to go. Thinking that they're going to sabotage it, thinking that they're going to come at you. Yeah, they want you trapped. Okay? And that's not what's happening. Some of them are infuriated at the fact that you're stepping into this. The fact that you're stepping into your new... Reach out to your tribe in times of need. It only gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness, your full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. And just be yourself. Okay? That's what the authentic card says. Okay? Now, going for your happiness anyway, I'm going to read it. Be the master of playing, living, release expectations, and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is the assertive card. In silence, you will find power. Claim your leadership role and take action, which I think that's what you're doing. And there's toward it as well. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Okay? And squirrels want you to be prepared, right? So, and they're always scavenging, right? So, you have hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a planned future, and life will give you all that you need. And I've got full body goosebumps with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read into this a little bit more. I'm putting these cards all up right. That's the way they should be. All right, and I'm going to look into a little bit more. So, what do we need to be prepared for, Spirit? Give me 5 cards, please. What's coming towards us that we need to be prepared for? By the way, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay? You got the 4 of Cups and the Devil coming out. So telling me is that you know you deserve better than what you're being attempted at. You know, you're dealing with some major toxic energy. Okay, very well could be a Capricorn. Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't really matter. But either way, this particular energy is very, very toxic. But you know you deserve better. You very well could be a Capricorn, and knowing that you deserve than what you've been receiving. Okay. But this is an open collective reading, so it could represent anybody. It could be representing who you're dealing with. It could represent you. Okay, it could be dealing with the temptations and the toxicity. Okay, can I get 3 more, please? 1 more, thank you. So yeah, you know you deserve it, and you have many options coming in. A lot of them are illusions. So the 7 of Cups has come over to clarify the always prepared, right? So you could have to be prepared for the many options that are coming in and the possible illusions that they might be bringing in as well. Now, one of those cups is actually a beautiful new beginning, and I think you really should take a moment to assess, use your intuition and your discernment when you're doing this, because you're going to have to make a major judgment call. And a lot of changes here. So you've got at least 2 out of the 5 are higher arcana cards. So there's definitely major changes coming in where you're going to be either facing judgment or you're going to be making a judgment on your life or a situation, and you're needing to prepare for that. So I think you're taking the right kind of action because of the Ace of Wands, and you're moving passionately anyway, despite what other people are saying. Can I get a couple more? Thank you. Yeah. I'll finish the shuffle. Alright, so the Queen of Wands, we have the 7 of Wands, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Alright, so somebody's actually trying to demonize what you're working on, because the 7 of Pentacles come over the Devil, alright, and they're thinking that you're doing something evil when you're really not. Alright, very introspective, you're very healing, you're very open-minded to many different possibilities and perspectives, And I think they're trying to make you out to be some sort of toxic individual that you're really not. You know, this is like giving me the feeling of like defamation of character. All right. And the Queen of Wands is basically stating that you need to follow through with your ideas. You need to follow through with what's brought to you. You're very intuitive. You're very intentional with your actions. You think before you do, think before you say. You're very honorable. You're trustworthy. You're very a matter of fact. You're not doing something just out of a whim with the Queen of Wands up in the right. And this is like a divine energy, right? You're not one to play with either. You're more apt to like burn a bridge than be a pushover, right? Now with this Seven of Wands, this is about you staying in that beautiful happiness energy, that authentic energy, you sticking up for yourself, you putting your shield up, not allowing your outer world to bother you and to bring you to a place of uncertainty. Okay. Ultimately, I think you're in the right mind frame, in the mindset that you need to be to keep moving forward. Assertive card. Can I start off with 5 cards for the assertive card, please? Yeah, you got the High Priestess and the 5 of Swords. So I don't really think something's with you, but they definitely have something to say. They got something to get off their chest. And they want some sort of conflict with you. And this is where they want to try to diminish you. Now the assertive card was in the reverse when it first popped out. So they're trying you down. They're trying to cut you down a notch. I'm also hearing chop you off at the knees because you don't deserve to stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, they're trying to disable you. They're trying to disable your way forward, is the feeling I'm getting. They very well could be trying to break your heart with the Ace of Cups on the bottom in the reverse. Can I get 5 cards? Now, I'm really getting this. This is a past energy that you literally cut off. You don't talk to this person anymore, okay, that's actually feeling this way. Yeah. So, with the assertive card in the reverse, but I picked up again, we got the 6 of Swords, all right? Now, the 6 of Swords is a lot about learning lessons, enduring that choppy water and wanting to move in waters. And I think by learning to deal with that choppy water, it's giving you the access to be pushed in a more calmer area or space in order to live up to this authenticity. And I think that's what you've done. You've walked away from this particular energy. Now we got the Moon out here, and this is about emotions. And the fact that it's in reverse with the assertive card, Moon upright is a lot about emotions, illusions, a lot of things coming to the surface. It's a lot about the balancing of these emotions, trying to keep yourself, I don't know, balanced, tranquil, kind of in an energy of that. But with the assertive card upside down, I think this is a particular energy that wants you in an emotional aspect, right? They don't want you in this happiness, right? It's really kind of irking them for them to see you in this happiness, all right? We have the Chariot. I'm kind of getting a lot of different views on this, and because there's like a defamation of character, I very well could think that you might need to put like a restraining order on this particular person. I really feel that they're going to come forward. I do believe some sort of particular intent as the way that they're coming forward. And I think it's of sort of legal means or some sort of aspect that really doesn't even apply to you. The other energy that I'm getting from this is that you're moving forward regardless what anybody says. You're taking initiative with this. You're taking assertive initiative, and you're moving forward. You're focused on your pathway, you're focused on your journey, you're focused on your destiny, and the people that are riding this chariot are usually important people. Okay, they're not going to be some page driving this chariot. Okay, these are these are particular influential people. So you could have a channel, you could have you could be an entrepreneur, you could be a boss, you could be an emperor, quite possibly a king, kind of king or queen status, or empress status, depending on where you sit with this. Now that could represent a masculine, feminine, doesn't really matter, but depending on you're in your receiving stages of abundance, or whether or not you're in your protective and standing on your throne kind of status, it doesn't really matter. The fact is that this is a very, very thought through journey. This journey comes with experience, with knowledge, with wisdom, and with moving forward with this, I don't think there's much that's going to stop you. Okay? Now, with particular assertiveness, with the Four of Swords in the reverse, this card is a lot about rest. But in the reverse, it's a lot about anxiety, not being able to sleep, not being able to find equilibrium, not being able to relax your vagus nerve, or your neurotransmitters of the brain. It's literally constantly on the edge of your not really being able to decompress. Okay? And I think this is the kind of energy that they're bringing in, and I think the kind of energy that they're trying to project onto you, so that way that you cannot rest. You have to continue working and working and working and working in order to actually succeed. They want you struggling, is the feeling I'm getting with this. All right? Now, with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, is it? Yeah. They're wanting to open up old wounds that you've already healed. All right? It was in the reverse. Okay, so they're wanting wounds that you've already healed, that you've already dealt with, that, you know, they want to bring up the past. They want to try to transfer over their karma that they might be receiving because of what's done behind your back, right? And because of what they've come to, they're coming forward, they're moving forward. If this is a chariot coming forward towards you, they're apparently a man with a plan, so to speak. This could be you or them. Can I get two more? I'll finish the soul if there's any other cards regarding this. Okay. So yeah, the fact that you want to move away and the fact that you moved away, they're like, the audacity. Who do you think you are walking away from me? Who do you think you are not allowing me to manipulate you and ruin your life? Is a feeling I'm getting with this. Okay, they're wanting to bring in conflict and bring about a rebirth, okay, of this unrest. All right, so it's a lot to do with trying to open up old wounds, really, by the looks of it. And this is them trying to knock you off that so-called soapbox that they think you're standing on. Meanwhile, you're standing flat-footed, grounded, respected, humbled, in a very, very grounded, stable energy, right? They want you questioning your way forward. They want you overthinking it. They don't want you taking no leaps of faith, okay? And yeah, they're coming in to break your heart, all right? Well, stay prepared. Yeah, they want you going back into solitude. Now, not necessarily mean so, but this very well could be a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. Hermit is the Virgo, right? Virgo is the Hermit card. I'm not really getting a Virgo energy off of this. I'm getting more of a, I don't know, kind of a hermit mode. Like you've been in isolation, right? And you've done a lot of healing. Like they wanted to put you in isolation, and they wanted you basically fearing for your life. So that way you would not be seen. That you would just wallow away and just pretty well off yourself. You know, lose your self-love, lose your self-balance, forgiveness, lose all of integrity that you have, your authenticity, and just melt away. And I think this is what they would rather you do. But this isn't what's happening, and I think this is what's infuriating them so much. The fact that you use that hurt mode to heal rather than to harm. And the thing is they wanted you lashing out too, right? They wanted you snapping. They wanted you in this energy of crazy, so they had some sort of way, some sort of reason to come at you, but you're literally flipping the table over. You're flipping tables and burning fables. Like, all the lies they threw at you behind your back are all coming out to be absolute hogwash, really. Your authenticity. Let's look into that one. Yeah, you're stepping into this Emperor energy. Can't make it up. Okay? And you have a lot of options and a lot of offers coming forward as well. And they absolutely hate this about you. And I think the fact that you're showing other people compassion is really, really irking them, because they're not receiving the same compassion anymore. It could very well be a family member, maybe, I don't know. But there's definitely a fire sign, this is basically just saying, maybe they're telling people that you're a manipulative, that you're very, very damaging, very abusive, very I don't know, like, it's a really, really bullshit energy. This is also a card to say that you're promiscuous, that you screw around, you have many different partners, you might be working the streets, that kind of energy too. But it's all lies. It's literally all lies. You might even be celibate, and because you don't want nothing to do with them, they're making you out to be some sort of street worker when you're not. Authentic. Can I get more cards, please? So the Devil card is clarifying the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So this is a very devilish energy. Okay? Very devilish energy. They're trying to bring, and they're lying on it. They're lying on you. They're making up stories, and they're trying to bring up some sort of thing of the past that you're not even in that energy anymore. You've grown out of this energy, or you were never there in that energy, or they very well could have been projecting energy onto you. Okay? And celebrating soon. Okay, and it very well could be the thing that they're pissed off about the most is the fact that you're being celebrated, the fact that you're finding your tribe, the fact that you're finding people that actually and that want the best for you. Okay, so the fact that they're lying on you, the fact that they're being very, very stingy, the fact that they're being very cold, truthful, literally every word out of their mouth is a pack of lies, right? They're creating stories. It's disgusting, okay? And the fact that they're saying that a lot of this is about the past is the past is because it doesn't last, right? And that's why it's staying there, okay? The divine isn't allowing this to happen. The alignment that you have now with spirit, there's nothing getting in the way with that, no matter how they try. They could send all the demons, all the devils, all the dark magic, all the voodoo and all that shit. It's literally being bottled up and sent back to sender, okay? Your team does not play about you. And the fact that you're celebrating, the fact that you've healed, the fact that you're stepping into this new authenticity, keep going, keep shining. Don't allow these idiots to dim your shine, okay? You're in this Emperor energy. You have every right to be in this Emperor energy, specifically if you're an Aries. Okay? If you're an upright, honorable Aries, okay, you deserve to be this energy. This is who you are. You are a born fucking leader, and you deserve to live in this energy. Okay? Now, depending on your situation, yeah, you know what? Maybe the past does retain, maybe the past does move on or live on, but it all depends, and it comes back to you on what you do with your life, on what you choose to focus on. If you choose to heal, if you choose to be that wounded warrior, if you choose to strive for better, if you choose to step into that leader position, you can change your life. You can change the world. You can impact your community despite what situation that you're dealing with. It's how you show up in the world that really matters. Okay? Even though it might stick to you, it might, it gives you a reason to step forward. You are not defined by your past. You are defined on how you show up officially. Look into the happiness, reversed. What kind of plan do they have to come up against you? It's going to be revealed to you that they want to wreck your balance. They want to take you off balance. Any situation that you're walking into, they want it to be non-reciprocal. They don't want you getting anything out of what you're putting into it. They want you to continuously fight, continuously work, and get nothing. Basically get nothing for what you're doing. They want you to be basically breadcrumbed. So they're taking their jolly good old time. They're being very patient, very grounded in their decisions. They're being very premeditated, okay? And this is dealing with the fact of nostalgic energy that they're feeling within themselves. And this is a past energy, okay? We know that for sure. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to remove the ability for your wheel of fortune in your favor, right? So they don't want you receiving any accolades. They don't want you receiving any particular legacies, inheritance, any type of recognition or anything. And again, you're in this emperor energy. There's nothing that can really surpass this. After you going slow and steady wins the race kind of mentality, you're winning and they cannot catch you. All right? Now, they've been studying you, they've been evaluating you, they've been probably pocket watching you, they've been looking at everything that you're doing, they've been analyzing you, okay? They've been analyzing and basically stalking your whole journey, all right? And they very well could be sending people to so-called invest in you, only to pull out, only to remove what we're giving you, to get your hopes up, only to be withdrawn, okay? It's really got this very vindictive energy. Like they don't want you having anything nice. Again, that's what's coming out. And I do believe they might have you under investigation. There very well could be some sort of investigation going on regarding you. There's people pocketing you, finding out how you're getting your money, where you're getting your money, what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you're doing, where you're going, all of this bullshit, okay? And they're wasting their time, really, because they're not finding anything that is valuable to what they want to do, all right? I think this is why it's been taking them so long to come forward with any particular anything, because they've got nothing to go on, right? So this whole idea of them getting you in, like trying to get you so-called caught up, okay, it's gonna fall back and it's gonna bite them. it's going to backfire, okay? Mainly because really you're not doing anything wrong. You're really not doing anything wrong. And with them trying to demonize you, with them trying to remove you from this position, get you fired. So if you had any type of jobs in the past, it could very well be related to these firings. You know, if you didn't, you know, if you really got into a particular job and you really enjoyed the job, and they went in behind your back and got you fired, there's a good possibility that it was them that did it. All right. I'm really getting, it's no fun when the rabbit's got the gun kind of situation, right? Yeah, they've got nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. And I think somebody's coming forward about these lies. And this is going to actually give you a chance to stick up for yourself. It could very well represent you maybe taking them to court for defamation of character. But it is what it is. I think this is how it's going to backfire on them. Like me with my readings, I read energy. I read the cards. The cards tell me what to say. I'm not out here ripping people apart. I'm not out here, you know, I'm not out here diminishing people. Am I talking about karmic energy? Yeah, because you know what? I personally I've been dealing with some karmic energy. I'm done. And I feel that this is really the only way I can stick up for myself, by calling out this karmic energy. Does it mean that it's related to a particular person? No, it's actually not. It's related to the karmic energy that I'm picking up. And I would sooner call it out for what it is and empower my collective than it to diminish us. You know, why should we have the wool pulled over our eyes? Why should we be manipulated out of our blessings and out of what's meant for us? It's not fair. Specifically if we worked hard for it. All right. Let's look into a collective message. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, let's start off with the Voice of Souls. Great. Can I get some cards regarding moving forward out of this energy? What do we need to know to move out of this energy, move forward, to continue moving forward in a positive life, rather than having to deal with this karmic bullshit? No more tears. Okay? This is over. You got anger. Somebody wants you to be extremely angry. Or maybe you should get mad. You have every right to be mad. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Feeling like get mad and get glad. Like they've been poking and prodding and instigating you all the time to get you to act out of character, to bring you to a position of ungrounded, unbalanced energy. They want you snapping out. I'm really kind of feeling like poke at the bear, but they're instigating a reaction, right? And obviously this is reactive abuse. We know that, right? It's kind of giving me a feeling like you should give them an idea of what they're creating. Maybe you should give them a side of you that they haven't seen before. Maybe you have every right to be angry and to utilize this anger in a way of benefit rather than allowing them to get what they want. Like, we could lash out, we could snap out, we could, give them what they want. But how could we actually optimize this anger into something better? The question you want to ask yourself. How can you show a side of yourself at the same time staying balanced? And, I don't know, bringing yourself to a position of, bring yourself back to the position of power that resides within you to start with. And this is a good meditation to work with. It's even good to work with breathing exercises. A good way of alchemizing anger and frustration. So pull in the availability of meditation, mindful thinking, mindful act, mindful intention, but just to bring balance to that frustration and that anger. Yeah, let it no fear. Right? We got the fear in the reverse on the bottom of the duck. Something just told me to look, so I did. Okay, so I'm going to leave that out. And it's also kind of giving me, don't be fearful of their anger. Okay? There's no more tears left to cry. You're done with the tears. Right? You could very well cry again, but you're done crying about it. You're done being upset about these particular people that want to rip you apart, right? And they want you to mirror them. They're trying to project onto you. So they're trying to either mirror you or they're wanting you to mirror them. All right? Flip it to where it needs to go. Sources right by you, sources within you, sources surrounding you. Okay? So take that into consideration. Sources guiding you through this. So if Source says, you know what, go ahead and do something, yeah, you've got literally nothing to worry about. You're protected. Spirit's saying there is no warning. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be in fear. Don't be scared of these energies. Okay? Because imbeciles. They're rats. They're cockroaches, really. Okay? They're disgusting. They're very bitter, salty individuals. Yeah, they don't want you to be calm. The calm card came out upside down. We're going to look into these. We're going to clarify it. Somebody wants your forgiveness for all the shit that they pulled on you. I got a feeling that somebody's getting their karma. They actually might be the ones getting caught up for the defamation of character. They might have been getting caught up. They might have actually went to put a report. Yeah. They might have put in a report on you, and they found out that they were the ones being they were the ones defamating, right? And now they're all in their tears. It backfired. Yeah. There's no loss to you. There's no loss to you whatsoever, collective. You got nothing to worry about. And you're free. They might have been put away for this. You know? If they wanted you to commit suicide or something, they might have taken their own life. Right? Because they didn't understand the true depth of the situation. And now maybe they're feeling guilty as to what they did to you. It could be a lot of different things. Welcome in, Shelley. Welcome in, Ben. Welcome in, Patricia. Maureen. Chan. Lizzie. Kitty. Whispers. Buddy. Dorothy, who just recently had a birthday. Happy birthday. Cody. Hello, Cody. Welcome in, Dee. I'm more a burrito guy than a taco, but that's cool either way. I've had really bad issues with tacos. I had a taco shell go right through my mouth. I wasn't happy. So I stick to the burritos, the softer shell. Yeah. Welcome in, Parker, Alyssa. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Hey, Gigi. Harris. In one sense, yeah, anger is what they want. They want you lashing out. But you have every right to hold boundaries. You have every right to have that peace of mind for yourself. You know, and there's a way of going about it. You know, clear, concise communication. Right? Allowing them to show up the way they want to show up is ultimately going to show you who they are, right? So by allowing them to show you who they are, you know exactly who you're dealing with. You know how to react to them. You know what they're dealing with. You know, you can see them at face value. But you got to take those rose-colored glasses off and don't just give people the benefit out of the doubt, right? You know, you can try to open up and try and trust people, but if they're not giving you the ability to trust you or give you no reason to trust, why would you give them the benefit out of the doubt and trust them anyway, right? So, anyway, let's take a vibe check on this. Can I get information? Okay, what about it? Yeah, the karmics are angry. The karmics, the third parties, I think they're learning their lesson and they're angry about it. Maybe the fact that you're not scared of them, you could care less what they have to say about their lying gossip. Some of them are actually wishing for a second chance with you to quite possibly get back into your energy. And I mean, like, who I'm speaking to, the collective here, you're compassionate, you're very understanding. If you can heal yourself, you can heal other people, right? And it's through your experience and through your meditation and through your intellect and introspection that you've brought yourself into energy. Can I get more on the anger card? Yeah. They want you angry that you can't get away, that you can't relax, and that you can't have fun. They're trying to take away your fun. Okay? Fears? Yeah, the fact that you're not scared about hitting rock bottom or feeling broken, nightmares, failures. You're not afraid of fear. You don't have any fear on failing because you know you're not going to fail. Right? And this is what's got them so pissed off. They don't want you calm. They don't want you collected. Right? The fact that you can't recharge. Okay? They don't want you breathing well. They can't let go of it. They're having a hard time breathing. They might have respiratory issues. Can't let go. They can't even, you're literally living rent free in their head. And they're very, very anxious. about this whole situation? Loss in reverse. Yeah, you didn't lose by burning out this bridge. And here I want to open up this whole idea of, you know, coming in and they want to reacquaint this bridge. They want to rebuild this bridge, right? And it's no loss to you by burning it. You've let it go, right? They turned their back on you. You know, they turned their back on you. They were very disloyal. You can trust them. Archangel Michael's protecting you on this too, right? Telling you to live in the moment. Just breathe. Hold on to the good vibes. Be in the now. Be in the today, the right now, this moment, and focus on that. Archangel Michael very well could be your main man. He's the one that's freeing you from this. People don't mess with the angels. They would know better to mess with the angels. And this is bringing you freedom. Archangel Michael's released you from this bullshit. Archangel Michael, I love you. Thank you. Let's look into this. I'm going to use my upper deck here. Nine of Crystals, you're headed to Independence Collective. And you're moving it one step at a time. All right? You're very determined. Your endurance is unmatched. You're untouchable. People can't sway you. People can't distract you anymore like they used to be able to. Welcome in, Ryan. Yeah, you've had a great awakening here. You're knowing yourself. You have enlightened yourself on a lot of truth. The divine, Archangel Michael, your spirit guides, they've really come through for you, I think, with this. It's opening you up to new possibilities. We got the Seven of Shells coming back out here, so you've got a lot of opportunities, choices. You're very ambitious. You have a lot of ambitions and new ideas. You're looking forward to this, moving forward. I'll tell you right now, I love my ancestors, I love my guides, guards, protectors, but honestly, the angels, they always pull through. They always pull through. All right, the anger. What do we need to know about the anger? Two of Acorns. You're angry at the fact that you're moving forward. They can't thwart you anymore. The fact that you're being liberated, the fact that you're transitioning out of this period of lack, and the fact that they've been wanting to bring conflict to you, and meanwhile here you are, you're balancing yourself out, you're loving yourself. This could be a Gemini energy. This is the Lover's card. You're standing on business. You're sticking up for yourself. You're being very optimistic, innovative, creative, standing on your business, standing on your intention, sticking up for yourself. You got 10 of Cups here, right? So again, you're stepping in energy to bring in a soulmate union. There very well could be a mate or a divine union here because of the healing that you've done, right? And the fact that you're stepping into this energy, again, it's a confirmation from earlier's message that they're angry about it. They're angry at that you can relax, and they can't relax because of it. And they don't want this message coming out because my throat is starting to close up. I rebuke it and I send it back. I send it back to sender. Whoever's attacking my throat, may it hit you. May it hit you, may it make you mute. I rebuke it and I send it back to her. You have no control over me or my voice. I will continue and I will only get louder. So collective, the fact that they don't want you taking a vacation, they don't want you relaxing, they don't want you having fun, they don't want you getting away from what's throwing at you. Meanwhile, they're angry at the fact that it's no longer hitting you like it did. Okay? The fact that you see trail, the fact that you see it, they're furious. They're absolutely furious at the fact that everything that they brought up against isn't working anymore. Okay? The fact that you never feared them from the beginning boggles their mind because they really tried to throw it at you. And it's not even a part of you. Right? And so that's why that's all they're doing is talking. And what they're saying and how they're talking about it, it isn't really doing anything. It's not having any bearing on who you are. You just rise, you just continue to be in your energy. They want to take you out of this energy of independence, and they want you to be dependent. They're dependent on your energy. And I think the fact that you're starving them out, yeah, it could be a Gemini, but they're lying. They're lying. They're energetically, financially dependent on you. Some way. Okay? They're trying to bring you injustice, and they are going to be receiving. You're going to be receiving justice, and you're going to be justice for a change, for what they've done. It very well could be an air sign. Again, we got some sort of fire signs in there too. Very karmic energy. So there very well could be more than one person attached to this situation. Okay, there could be a conglomerate of people. They could be trying to group up. But either way, they're trying to take you out of this independent ability. They're doing absolutely anything and everything in their power to do so. Can I look into the fears reversed? There's that karmic bitch again coming out. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. Wow. You're receiving victory, collective. You are receiving victory. You very well could be loving yourself, or you could be receiving a love offer very soon. Okay? Somebody's giving you your flowers. And the Ace of Acorns and the Queen of Acorns. This particular energy here, they're thinking that they're going to take action. They're going to take action, and they're going to be driving towards something. But again, this is definitely associated. This is confirming. We have the Queen of Acorns in reverse and the King of Feathers in reverse. So this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries, Leo, Sag that are in karma. They very well could be working together to bring about your demise, okay? And I got some bad news for them, okay? Not only is the way that they're coming forward and the way that they're going to show up, the fact that they're going to show up, the fact that they're going to be in this energy, I'll tell you right now, it's not going to work out very well for them. It's actually up in their face. Okay? Why? We got the 7 of feathers, the 7 of swords in reverse. Okay? Their strategy isn't going to work, and everything that they come up against you with is going to basically blast them right back. Alright? 7 of feathers, 7 of swords is actually my 7-fold blessings card. Alright? In the right side up, it's sneaky business. It's premeditated strategy to come up against someone, right? Or to prepare, but I'm really kind of getting a sneaky energy with this, right? So the way I'm seeing this is that everything that's coming up against you is actually seeing you, okay? Everything that they've got to say, everything that they're saying on your name, they're getting it back almost instantly. Really getting this energy. But don't worry, you're getting an offer, and you are also getting your flowers. You're getting the recognition. You're triumphing out of this energy once and for all. So I'm really happy for you, collective. You deserve it. You deserve to live a happy life for all the pain and suffering that you've endured all these years. Now, the fact that this is a past energy, very nostalgic energy, the fact that the 6 of Cups come out, I'm really getting this very well could be a family member that's trying to come up against you. I don't think she would be considered family, consider her actions, but she wants to play like she's family, but she's really not. She's a very disgusting individual. Very, very ugly from the inside out. Like, the ugliness of her and her heart shows on her face. Hey, no fears? Alright, I guess we're doing a story time here. Anyway, yeah, they concluded, right? They tried to shatter you, they tried to bring you nightmares, they tried to bring you failures, they tried to break you, they tried to shatter you, and you're going about it like you don't even give a shit. Okay? The King of Acorns, they wanted you acting out of character, and they're bored with the reaction that you're giving them. Right? Why? Because you're nurturing your truth. You're representing justice, you're representing your truth. You have the perception that you have, taking with it. You're being honest with yourself. Now, there very well could be either coming forward with information regarding all of this, or it very well could represent something else. Somebody could be coming towards you, or you could be going outwards and speaking on it. Okay? Either way. Again, full blessings. They tried to get you to self-sabotage. They were throwing rocks and hiding their hands, right? They didn't want you finding out. But you got angels on your side. You got angels working with you. And the angels came in and balanced everything out for you. The lies, the deception. They tried to get out of this energy of liberation and triumph, or transition. They didn't want you transitioning into this higher energy. They didn't want you receiving this offer either. There could be there could have been a house, an inheritance, some sort of money, some sort of an offer, some sort of something that they've been trying to make you look ill of in order to receive this. There very well could be offers coming forward of a new place to live or whatever else the case, or whatever. They're trying to keep this from you. However, you're coming out of a time of a lot of turmoil and changes to start with. I'm really kind of getting that there very well could be some sort of darkness with this offer. Right? So there very well could be a possibility of you getting what you want, but for some particular situations, you want nothing of it, because now that they've had their sticky ass, grimy ass hands all over it, you want nothing to do with it, right? And this is what's making you step into your own and step forward and just move on and move forward, right? Because you want nothing to do with this past energy, whoever it is. Page of Feathers. So there could be a message coming forward about something. You might need to step forward and discover some new abilities. But there's going to be information come in, I do believe, as a message to, I'm thinking, bring you into another tower. So be very, very careful. Use your discernment offers that are coming forward, because a lot of these offers very well could be scams. Okay? If something don't feel right with your intuition, don't buy it. Calm reversed. Now, 3 of crystals. You got some new collaborators. Yeah, Spirit wants you to move forward beyond the lies and the deception. There very well could be a Gemini that wants to come reconcile, maybe a female energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She's trying to reconcile with you. She wants to quite possibly move forward with you with something. There's an Ace of Crystals, so there very well could be some offer or something that they need to give you. I'm kind of getting it might be some sort of piece of mail. 8 of Crystals in reverse. I don't know. It's kind of giving me a feeling that they're trying to ruin you. They're coming forward with some sort of truth, but I don't know, she's lying. There's some sort of information. Maybe this is a defamation, right? Because she sees you moving forward. There's an Ace of Crystals here, but the crystals and the 7 of Acorns in the reverse. This is like everything they were building or that they were creating is falling apart. So this could be their lies, their deception, okay, that they created behind the scenes, trying to take you out. 8 of Crystals and 7 of Acorns reversed. 7 of Acorns in reverse is like a helpless energy. There's literally nothing left. They're depleted. The 8 of Crystals is recognizing what you're good at, what you're invested in, and how far you've come. And when it's in the reverse, it's like literally destruction of all of that, realizing that everything that they did was just for nothing. It was pointless. And maybe they're feeling defeated and disingenuous because you very well could be getting this offer anyway. It might just be delayed, is what I'm being told. Something about a house. Something about being evicted. Something about no longer having stability. No longer having stability. It could be it could be recognizing or trying to reach stability or bring you instability, not only for yourself but within a community. However, there's been some sort of an awakening. There's been a new perspective, and somebody's no longer in their head about it. I think they might have had some sort of an awakening, or they're having a hard time self-empowering or empowering themselves to step up, to step into this new energy. And I'm really getting a feeling like of an asshole that asks for advice or receives advice and doesn't bother taking. You know, even if you mean well, it goes in one ear and out the other. So really, the only thing that anything that you've been telling them is basically falling on deaf ears. Okay, so loss in reverse. Can I get that? Welcome in, Sheila. Thank you, Marie. Welcome in, my dear. So you made a decision. You needed to make a decision. You needed to change the direction. Okay, and this particular person that you walked away from, right? Because you burned a bridge, and they want to rebuild this bridge, but there was no loss to you by burning this bridge, really. Okay, at least there won't be. You literally had to make a decision. And by making this decision and detaching and removing yourself and burning this bridge, they did absolutely anything and everything in their power to bring about a halting, a stop to absolutely everything you were building. But what actually happened was it literally stopped them in their tracks. Okay? It removed absolutely every forward movement after making this decision because you moved on. They got exposed. They got exposed for trying to take away your rest. And there was a Queen of Shells here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that was involved in this. And I think she's the one that exposed this particular person. Freedom, freedom. Let's look at that one now. And no, I'm not going to try to sing that song. It's way too high. My voice is already straining. I don't want to overstrain it. I'm definitely no Celine Dion. Or Whitney, for that matter. All right, so yeah, you're definitely, Archangel Michael's got some new ideas coming to you. There's going to be new ideas, new possibilities for you. Message of stability. This is going to bring you some sort of freedom. You might be questioning this at first, okay? But it's literal wish fulfillment. Okay? Yeah. Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith on this because this is going to help you release the third party energy once and for all. Because I have a feeling there's still a third party energy in your vicinity. And it's trying to very much to try to keep you from moving forward and keeping you from learning, keeping you from moving to calmer waters, as well as they're trying to get you to overthink by sending you email. But don't worry, Archangel Michael's got it covered. At first, you need to be finding harmony within yourself. Remember to stand within your integrity. Guard your heart. Settle for less. Don't lower your standards for scum. Okay? You're no scrub. You're balancing things out just fine. You just need to be consistent. So continue doing what you're doing. Just continue moving forward. You're loving yourself. You're being compassionate. You're healing your inner child. Keep doing that. Somebody's trying to manipulate your independence. And Archangel Michael's actually protecting you from that. The thing is, this is the funny thing, all the shit they're throwing at you, collective, all right, they think that they're throwing it at you. They're actually throwing it at Archangel Michael. Whoever's doing this behind your back, throwing rocks and hiding their hands, they're going to be sat down very, very quickly, very soon. Yeah, continue guarding your heart. Stand on business. They want you so bitter that you're not showing anyone else compassion. They want you so bitter that you're not compassionate to anyone. You're not being open-minded to anyone. Now, you could have a business within healing or helping people, and they want you bitter, like deeply bitter, deeply shattered, in order to the point where you can't do your job, so you just quit. This is why Archangel Michael's got you protected. Okay. Can I get a medium iced tea?
Medium iced tea.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That'll be all.
How's your day?
Good. I'm still live.
Sorry?
I'm live.
Live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
What are you saying, Sarah? You speak for yourself, okay? Princess, thank you much. Aw. It was only $4. But thank you, thank you, thank you. We're four-legged. What are you talking about? We're just different. We have hands and feet rather than just paws. Yeah. All right, we're jumping into everybody. We still got some time. Hey, Sean, welcome in. You're so hard on yourself, Sarah. You're a glutton for punishment. I think if you had a clone, you guys would take great joy beating each other up. It's almost like you like the pain. Is it one of your kinks? Just asking. Hey Paula, if you want to go ahead and take a look at the description box, it'll give you all the information on how to get a personal reading. Okay, why do you do it to yourself? Why do you dismiss all of your manifestations? Why do you talk shit about yourself? Why do you diminish your possibilities? Like, don't you get thwarted enough? Don't you get abused and talked down to? And shouldn't you show yourself some compassion? Shouldn't you give yourself the ability to live up to something beautiful, something courageous? What I'm saying is there could have been a way that you could have worded that in a way to uplift you rather than diminish you. That's all. Words and intention behind it are very, very powerful. How many times have I told you to stop saying sorry? How many times have you belittled yourself in the chat, thinking that you weren't capable of something? Because of how many times have you taken somebody else's advice or detrimental criticism to where the point that it hurt you and it diminished you? Right? I remember there's been quite a few times. And I'm not calling you on your shit. I'm just getting to recognize how powerful your words are, right? You should be talking yourself up. And yeah, I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I talk shit on myself. That's why I'm recognizing it, right? And as I'm calling you out on it, sorta, I'm calling out myself on it, right? If you want to be a wolf, you should be able to be a wolf. If you want to be an energy not to mess with, then you should be an energy not to mess with. You should stand on that. Maybe not in this live you didn't, but in other lives you have. You deserve better, is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to tear you down. I'm trying to build you up. Why couldn't you be a force to be reckoned with? Why do you got to talk in lack? Good. Stir yourself. All right, collective. Jump back in. All right, Spirit, can I get a base layer as to the foundation of the current situation and bring us to a resolution about strategy, about kind of being sneaky, keeping to yourself. Don't be telling everybody everything. Don't be telling people your plans. Keep it to yourself. Keep your cards to your chest, because they're going to keep you from moving forward. I'm really kind of picking up on the energy to keep them guessing. There's definitely wish fulfillment coming in. All right, Spirit, what's going on? What's the base foundation? What's the base foundation of this message? All right. All right, so far, the base foundation is 9 of acorns, 8 of feathers, 4 of acorns, queen of acorns, and the 10 of acorns. So this in itself is about a wounded warrior. This is somebody that's dealt with a lot of abuse. Having to find a different way of looking at things. Having courage, having to find solutions, having to strategize. To find comfort and find where they fit in the community. This is about following your passions, your intentions, allowing your creativity to drive you, and put an end to those certain situations that no longer serve you going forward. A lot of this is not about divine wisdom or any particular superpower or spiritual power, let's say. This is all about courage and solutions and your perseverance and about your own inner power of what you have. So it's nothing really supernatural, okay? But ultimately, it's kind of giving me a very mysterious kind of energy because like you're kind of leaving people in the dark about where you are, what you're doing, how you're getting there, how you're finding comfort, what are you doing to feel included, where I feel that you might be feeling isolated. And that, the spiritual aspect, I think, is that, you know, I'm really feeling like you're holding your aces close. You're not showing all your aces to everybody. Now with the 7 of crystals, by leaving them in the dark, they're unable to ruin this community, ruin this comfort, ruin this ability to stand firm in your passions and creativity. And I'm really kind of feeling like if they are aware of where you stand and what you do, I'm kind of getting a feeling that they're trying to go behind your back and they are trying to ruin this stability that you're building. They're trying to take away your options. They're trying to take away the results that you're, to the point where you don't have any results. They're trying to remove all of the blessings from you so that way you don't receive anything. Despite how creative you are, how passionate you are, I really kind of feel by you overreacting or you acting out, they feel that this is going to be your demise. This is how they're going to end you. By you acting out. They don't want you having any type of ambition or self-empowerment, and they are definitely grouping up to collude against you. Okay, we got the 3 of Pentacles here, we got the Shadow in the reverse, and we have the 5 of Crystals. So their persistence to leave you out in the world is kind of uncanny. And you're going to find triumph with this. You're going to walk away from this. I kind of feel like you don't see this coming. But there will be a new enlightenment, a renewal, a wing regarding a Queen of Shells and a King of Feathers reversed. This Queen of Shells could very well be emotionally manipulative and lying. And I do kind of feel like there's definitely some sort of instability here in the messages that they're portraying or that they're bringing forward. And I think because of the deception, I think this is why you're walking away. And this is where you're going to triumph. This is where you triumph. By just walking away from this energy altogether. Because it's really kind of giving me a feeling like they're trying to waste your time. They're trying to leave you out in the cold. They're trying to make you feel worthless, like you don't matter. And it's like, no matter what they do, it's not going to change the way you feel about yourself. Right? Because you're not validating through other people. You're validating through what you feel within. That's part of the whole idea of building an inner temple. Now, Spirit said I don't need to clarify this because it's pretty well clarified. But things will be brought to light where they wanted to keep it in the dark. Yeah, they're coming forward. There's some sort of lies and deception coming forward. They're taking action. But everything is so far from the truth. It's kind of asinine. Like, I'm really getting a sense of projection here. This is what they're bringing in. It's really passionate. But you're gonna be able to make a decision about this because it's going to be in your face. It's going to be you're going to know. The deck that I'm using is the Spirit Song Tarot. What's the vibe? The Voice of Souls. The Light Seers Tarot. And the Spirit of Animals Oracle. Just in case you want to know. What are we doing, Spirit? Okay. Intuitive message from the Spirit of Animals. What's the message, Spirit? You got some abundance coming in, but somebody's trying to thwart the wisdom of this abundance. Somebody's trying to hide this abundance from you. Okay, wisdom was hidden. Okay? So somebody's trying to hide this. The wisdom is not there. So somebody's keeping information regarding some sort of abundance that is for you. Yeah. This is not a patient matter. You need to step forward and this information. Maybe have it investigated. What about more? What more about this? Yeah, somebody's losing things. And they are not protected. I think somebody got caught with withholding particular information, and somebody's waiting for you to receive something, but you haven't received it yet. And they're not protected. So you need to continue having perseverance. Um, Somebody's lying. Somebody's very impatient the fact that you haven't received this notice or this information letter of some sort of something. This is some from your community. This is regenerate. But there's something about self-reliance. So somebody's lying on you, and they're trying to use magic against you to remove protection. But again, because of somebody's action, they are no longer protected. So what they want you, that's what they're receiving. Again, Spirit is saying you will regenerate from this. And I'm also getting this slight delay with whatever this package is, or this message of some sort, whatever. Yeah, somebody didn't know what the hell they were doing. They bit more they could chew. And now they're losing not only their gifts, but their protection. This is not you, collective. This is somebody coming up against you. This is somebody trying to thwart you, keep you from maybe withholding mail from you. They could very well be holding a package. They're holding a lot of different things. I'm also hearing getting your mail rerouted. This person was portraying as a friend, but they're really not. And again, I think you cut this energy off. I don't think you're even I don't think you're even in a position of even speaking with this person anymore. I'm also saying that they're really, really envious at the fact that all the miracles that are coming into your life, like the abundance, the different situations, the fact you're self-reliant, the fact that you're part of a community that loves you, the fact that you're being able to persevere despite all the challenges that are being put on you. This is definitely not a friend of yours. You might need to join in through the description box. You very well could be looking on the main page. You might have to open up my profile in a browser rather than an app in order to join. There's a bunch of different possibilities of joining. I do believe there's a link in the description box as well that you click on. Somebody is losing their protection and they're being exposed for trying to take you out of your authenticity and your ability to be self-reliant and independent. Like, this is a very vindictive energy. And they want you to keep this a secret. Like, they don't want to be out to this community. They don't want to be spoken about. They want to keep all of this quiet. They don't want to be exposed for doing all of this, because it would eventually ruin their so-called good reputation. So they're projecting a lot of energy onto you, quite possibly through a community of people. But when they go to see you, when they go to witness you, they see you being very compassionate. They see you being very self-reliant. You're a master. You're authentic. You're creating miracles. You're like kind of a miracle worker. I'm also getting like you got the Midas touch. Like everything you touch turns to beautiful. Like everything's beautiful. Whatever you do, whatever you put your energy into, it blossoms. And this particular so-called friend is very envious of that. Quite possibly because you're an old soul. That could be a big part. You're definitely not a force to be screwing around with. I have a feeling they've been stopped in their tracks. I think some of them are standing corrected because you're guarded. Yeah, you're going to be taking some action here pretty soon. Something tells me you're going to be very, very happy. Something tells me you're going to be able to sing again. All right? Happiness. Yeah, they didn't realize actually how clever you were. But being an old soul, you tend to learn some things. Yeah. You'll know who your real friends are. Holy smoke, Spirit. Make the cards talk already. Hands again, sorry. Thank you. You're moving forward with grace and authenticity. They're trying to take away your nobility and your respect and notoriety. But they can't really do that when you're moving forward with grace. Intentional action with authenticity, working miracles, persevering towards your abundance. They're trying to take away your fire, but you're in part old magic. You have the essence of old magic. So you're not just a new age character, you're like an old soul from like back before time was, so to speak. Yeah, and they're trying to thwart your message. They don't believe you have a higher calling, but you do. They're trying to put out your fire. They're trying to tell you you're a sham, that there's no supernatural. They're trying to keep you blocked up and blocked from happiness, but you're a shaman. Trying to get you to lose your power, but you just keep gaining it. You're very intuitive, you're very protective, and you're protected, right? You're a mystic. You might not be looking for a partnership, and I think that's why they're so pissed off, because you won't let them in your energy. You're being very assertive moving forward, being very independent, focused on your prosperity, and they're trying to remove that choice for you, trying to take that away from you. They're trying to diminish your vision. But you keep moving towards the path, despite how much they want to kill your greatness. The luck just keeps coming in. They're trying to take you out of the ability to regenerate and to rebirth and to be vibrant. But with your inner knowing here, your intuition, there's no block. You need to get out, you need to go out and play. It's not all about work, all right? But you also need to be revealing more truth to a situation. So there's definitely something that you need to prepare for. And I'm having a feeling that there could be some sort of a court case coming up where you might have to say your piece. And Spirit's got a surprise for you. The rebirth that you're about to go through, just trust the process. Okay? Just trust the process. Now, if your intuition says, don't go there, don't do that, don't meet person, don't do that, listen to it. But just know that you're a very, very deeply magic mystic that is very, very protected. Okay? Know that you are guided, guarded, and protected by some of the most powerful protectors in existence. And the thing is you've got entities from the high realms and the darker realms that are batting for you. There's a lot of different people from different walks of life, different entities that walk for you, that protect you. It's because of the honor and the respect that you give the world. And this is why they honor you, because you honor them. A give and take. It's an equal respect. Also channeling that what's about to happen for you is for your highest good. To some degree, somebody's not going to like what's happening. It's not going to necessarily be you that's not going to like it. It's somebody. Can I get more on that? Spirit's being very cryptic right now, only giving me so much. Did I not say rebirth? Okay, somebody's coming in with a message. Something about a hermit. So something about isolation, something about going within, finding the inner light. There's some sort of message. About a King of Cups in reverse. Okay. Six of Swords. You're going to be balancing things out. Finding stability. You might be questioning something. But somebody wants to reconcile and move forward with you. They want to give you your flowers. And I'm also, like, with this reconciliation, I think they're hiding the fact that they were holding you back. And they misjudged you. And now they see things clear. And there's something about a Ten of Pentacles. Somebody was manipulating a Ten of Pentacles. And opening up old wounds and being very wishy-washy to an Emperor. Right? Trying to create chaos. But you're going to be celebrating soon with a new relationship. And this very well could have been a third-party situation with betrayal with the relationship. So if there was some major drama going on with a particular relationship, it was particularly dealing with that person. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio was involved, trying to lead in the dark. But you nurtured your truth, you stepped into this Empress energy, and you started creating, things started moving forward, and you're moving forward with a new offer. And the fact that somebody's fighting at the fact that you're sticking up for yourself and standing on your truth. So you need to stand on your business, continue holding the perception that you have, because it's divinely guided. You don't have to change your perspective about anything. And that's what's going to create a tower for a particular Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody knows you deserve better, and they're coming with some sort of information. They're just building up their courage. But you're not going to be left out in the cold. Although you might be energetically being depleted, okay, have hope, because just because the wheel isn't in your favor right at this moment doesn't mean that's going to change. You're going to have wish fulfillment. And you're throwing this injustice and toxicity out. You're cutting it out. You're not allowing it to dictate your life anymore. Somebody thinks standing on business, you're going to be missing out on anything, but you're not making any decisions you're not going to grow from. You're letting go of any shallow, very non-emotional situations, right? And somebody's coming in begging for forgiveness by the looks of it, because they've got nothing stable to stand on now. They lost it all. Somebody's brokenhearted at this too. The fact that they lost everything coming at you. And then here you go, you get an Ace of Pentacles. You're the wounded warrior. Everybody coming up against you, they're going to be defenseless in all this. They're not going to be able to back out. Clarity is definitely coming. You're going to be able to give back. You're going to be able to walk away and let go, finally, of this wishy-washy bullshit. You're stepping into the balance of your masculine and feminine, so you're nurturing yourself and you're protecting yourself. You're sticking up for yourself, and you're being compassionate and loving and caring, which is creating a lot of unrest for other people. And everything's coming out to light about how somebody tried to disconnect you from your guides, and how they tried to ruin your family and made you isolate and focus on yourself due to some sort of sabotage. It's all coming out. But you have to be, I think what Spirit's doing is they're getting you ready for this information to come in. Because if you snap like they want you to, it's going to be all for nothing, right? So you really need to hold your boundaries. You really need to hold your P's and Q's, and just acknowledge the way that people show up. Okay? Just acknowledge how people show up. Don't give them any reaction. That'll scare them more. And not only will it not give them what they want, they will actually recognize how balanced you are. To not allow the pressures of your temper to get out of whack. The fact that they're not going to get what they want, it's going to show that you've healed. It's going to be evidence. But people think that your healing is just a bunch of bullshit. You're just saying it. So again, they're going to come in and test your healing to see if you're healed. They're going to try to come in and test your gangster speak, thinking that you're just talking out of your ass. They're going to stand corrected. They're going to get sat down, taking notes by the end of it. And they're going to regret coming up against you. So stay true to yourself, collective. Stay in your authenticity. Don't let anybody fucking bring you out of that, because that's not about you. That's about them and how they show up to you. If they want to show up to you bitter, that's them. That's not you. Stay in this beautiful, harmonic, beautiful energy. Okay? Hold on to it. Don't let it go. This is going to conclude your reading. I want to say thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for all the super chats, super stickers, super thanks. Greatly appreciated. If you got me DMs, you can maybe step forward for a little bit of a message. You can do so. Feel like it. It is available to you. So feel free. To love you. My subscribers, my supporters, I love you. And yeah. Thank you so much. If you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself, so that you can be good to others. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good night. Sleep well, everybody, whenever you get there.